Yo, what's up guys, Shujinkydink here with another video to entertain or assist you in becoming the better Injustice 2 player. And this video is all about Superman, frame data, gaps, all that kind of stuff. I've been asked a few times to make a video about this, just to kind of explain how to figure out if there's gaps in strings, what to do about Superman's pressure. And there's two different calculations for frame data that I want to try out today. Now, according to the Superman community, including Emperor Theo himself, Echo Fox Theo I guess, that right there is +2. Forward 2 trait is +1. And then 111 trait is also +1. Now, I've been trying to calculate in the frame data how this makes sense, and no formula that I have found makes it except for one. Okay, so let's start with forward 2, 3 breath. So the calculation that I've always done, that has always worked for me, is now not working for me. So I don't know if the frame data is incorrect or if there's something different that I can try out. So usually we would take the block advantage of a move, which is -2, and we take our cancel advantage of a move. We subtract our block advantage from the cancel advantage, and then that should equal the plus frames with the cancel. So in this instance, we take block advantage -2, minus that from the cancel, so we're at 26 frames. We have 26 frames of advantage if we cancel forward 2, 3. With me so far? Good. So then we go to his trait. His trait is 1 frame of startup and 21 frames of recovery. So that would mean that forward 2, 3 trait is 22 frames total for the trait to come out, and we're at an advantage of 26, so he should be +4, which he's not. It's been tested numerous times. That is +2, it's set in stone, it's just, it is what it is. Okay, so now let's take this same move into the same cancel, and we're going to use an equation by my good friend Insomniac. He's a guy who loves his numbers, and he posted this on Reddit about six months ago. And he actually texted me about it, and I totally forgot to actually test this out until today. And I'm finding some interesting things with it. So his calculation is a little bit more in-depth, I would say. So he takes the startup and the active frames and the recovery frames. So that means we are adding 21 frames to 3 frames to 26 frames. Now, I'd always been told that recovery is only useful on whiff. It does not matter if it's replaced by the block advantage. So, now we're at 50 frames. So then we minus the cancel advantage. So if we minus 28 from 50, we are at 22. Okay, with me so far? Good. And then we add the block advantage, which is 2. I don't know why we add the block advantage, that seems backwards to me, but now we're at 24 frames. So after this, according to Insomniac, we are at 24 frames cancel advantage. Now if we go back to our character power, the startup is 1 frame, recovery is 21 frames, so that's 22 frames. If we subtract that from our 24 cancel advantage, we're at +2, exactly where we need to be. That works. Genius, right? Maybe not. Let's move on to a second example, because I've tried to figure this out for hours now, and it's really bothering me. Okay, so we got forward 2 cancel into trait. According to the Superman community, it's been tested. This is +1. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I always thought it was more plus, but apparently it's not. So let's use the same formula that we did. So we're going to do startup, which is 8 frames, plus active, which is 3 frames, plus recovery, which is 35 frames. So we're at 46, minus the cancel, which is 21. And then we add the block advantage, which is 6. So right now, if I do the same calculation that I did with the forward 2, 3, we are at a cancel of 31 frames. Now if we go over again, we use the same part, so startup 1 frame, recovery 22 frames, that would be 23, so that would mean we are +8 on this string, which I have never seen anybody claim ever. So When it comes to this kind of stuff, that really sucks. I mean, it's really interesting that that theory worked out for the first part, but not the second part. Maybe there's something we're missing. Maybe with combo attacks it's different. I don't 100% know. But I want to show you another one that I've, another way to find gaps. So now we're looking at Canary's 2-3 string. Now if we look to her standing 2, where is it? There it is. And we just do 2-3. We're not doing any cancels or delays or anything like that. So we have a cancel of 20 frames and a block advantage of -8. So that in the way that I've always calculated it, we should have 12 frames of cancel advantage. And if we look at the second hit, we look at the startup is 19 frames, knowing that we had a 12 frame cancel advantage, there should be a 7 frame gap in there that we can punish. So let's set the computer to record and see if we can punish it. Sure enough, we can use our 6 frame down 1 to poke out of that gap. And it's got to be pretty tight, because if we mess it up, we're eating a combo. So I've always found that to be a consistent way to find gaps in strings, is just taking the block advantage, canceling it out of the cancel advantage, and then using that. However, when it came to making this video, I was really struggling with it because everything seems to be inconsistent. I don't know if the frame data is wrong, because sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't. You just have to test it, I guess. So knowing that Superman's 4-2-3 trait is +2, what do you do when he does it? Pretty much nothing. He's just got too many options. It's all in his favor. If you backdash, he can catch you with another 4-2-3. If you try and poke, he can beat you out with a down 1. Your best option to deal with any of this pressure is just to push block. Get him off you, push block. Get him away, because he can keep doing it. Another option is if you think he's going to do 4-2-3 breath, you just take the breath, he'll knock you to the other side of the screen, then he'll have to get in to do it all over again. Sometimes taking a hit isn't that bad to put yourself in a more advantageous position. Like Firestorm, for example, if he's running me down with 4-2-3 breath, I can take the breath because I don't have a 6 frame move to deal with most of his pressure. So I just take the breath, launched away. But those are the main things you need to realize. That's +2, that's +1, and that's +1. I don't really see a whole lot of Superman use that. Superman, that's funny. And that's really all that this video is about, guys. Just wanted to try out a couple different formulas. Neither of them were consistent. If you found a consistent way to calculate gaps in strings, please let me know. Because none of the frame data that I seem to be consistent, like Canary's worked, Superman's worked with one formula but not with another one, and not that same formula didn't work for 2 different things, so I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you know something I don't, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like because it really helps me out, and subscribe because we make videos every single day. Hashtag Bonehawks and all that stuff, and we'll see all you guys in the next video.